What's going on, y'all? My name is Spice. This is Spice Can't Fish. Today, me and my buddy Max are going to go head on down to one of our favorite ponds. If you guys have been around the channel for any period of time, y'all have probably seen this pond in a few videos. But I just had a few hours before I had to get some stuff done, and Max wanted to see if he could get his girlfriend on her first bass, so we decided to go down to the same pond where we wrecked him at and see if we can put something together. Today's video is going to be a little bit shorter. I just tried to make it pretty much strictly fishing content, a little bit of talking to explain what's going on, but most of the time, from now on, I'm going to try and do the talking at the end of the video. Because I know a lot of you guys are just here for the fishing stuff. You don't really care what I'm using or what I'm doing or where or why or anything like that. You all just want to see me catch some fish. So yeah, if you guys are interested in hearing a little bit more about what I did and why I was doing it, please stick around to the end to hear that. But if you're just here to see me catch fish, then stick around for just a few more seconds. We'll get right to the action. Before we go any further in today's video, I just want to say thanks so much for taking time out of your day to watch it. I really appreciate that. If you guys do like the video, do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Lets me know that you guys like the content, and it helps more people see these videos as well. On top of that, if you guys want to see more videos like this, I put up new videos every Monday and Friday, so do make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of them. Also, I plan on doing some giveaways in the coming months, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss those. But yeah, enough of me talking. Let's get on down to the pond, see if we can get on some. All right, y'all. Down here at the first spot, living it up. Just talked to another angler. He said he caught 5, so that's pretty solid. I actually saw him down here yesterday. Me and Max were down here. You guys saw the last video at this pond. That was filmed yesterday. I'm sure there's been a few videos in between now and then, but just to give you guys some reference. But since they were eating the craw so good yesterday, I think may as well start off with the craw today, right? All right. So, like I said, Max is down here. He's actually here with his girlfriend. 2 of them are over on the other side of the pond. I'm gonna give them some space and fish this little corner, see if we can't get bit. I'm fishing exactly, well, not exactly, but pretty close to the exact same setup that I was fishing the last time I was here. Same rod, same line. Using the same shaky head, just a different color, same weight. And then just a little bit different craw, but still black and blue. This one's just a little bit bigger, so I'm thinking it might give us a little bit more of a presence in the water than what we were throwing yesterday. Oh, there's a bite. Okay, first bite of the day. Along this bank on a craw. Good sign. There's another bite. Let him eat it, let him eat it, let him eat it. Got that one. Ah! Came off. Son of a bitch. Okay, well that's 2 bites right here though. That is a good sign. There's a bite. He's got it. I got one! I did it, Dad! Man, buddy wanted it, jeez. All right, bud, hang on. I'm gonna get the pliers on you. Just chill, just chill. Just chill. Everything will be fine. I got him right in the roof of the mouth. Just a little bit far back for me to get my fingers in, so gone just send the pliers on in. He's bleeding a little bit. So we'll make sure to get him back as soon as possible. All right, there we go. All right, buddy, I know. That was too long out of the water. I understand. But I'm gonna put you back. You're good. Go ahead, swim off. There you go. You're fine. Swim off. You're fine, bro. I need to help you out, homie. All right, hang on one sec. All right, fella. Come here. Gonna kind of just... Come here, fella. Wrong way, Nugget. Going the wrong way, Nugget. Go that way. Go that way. Alright, so before he was falling over to the side, now he's kind of staying, doing his thing. Oh yeah, see, he's getting his strength back. There he goes. Go on, buddy. Go on. You're good. There he goes. Alright, cool. So, oh, my sandal's stuck. Alright, so I'm going to keep an eye on that fish because he's still not looking 100% better. But he is holding his buoyancy, which is what you're looking for when you're trying to revive a fish. Usually if they roll over on their sides, that means that they're, kind of kaput. But if you can get them to stop rolling over like that and get like positive neutral balance or whatever they call it, then they can usually swim off all right. Yep, he just swam off. That makes me feel good. I did hook him pretty deep. It wasn't like in his gullet or anything, but it was like kind of in a weird spot. He was bleeding a bit. It was like the top of his mouth and kind of an odd spot to catch a fish at, but regardless, though, that's our first one. First one of the day. I think Max and Becca are just kind of chilling over on the other bank. Max also caught one, I think. Anywho, I guess I could probably talk about the lure we're using today. So like I said last time I was here, they were really on that craw game. And it seems kind of like it's the same kind of deal here today. So we're just using a little black and blue craw. This is actually a battle bug by Big Bite Baits. But I pulled, the way they come is they come with these big 2 long flanges. And I like took the flanges off, give it a little bit more of a compact craw profile. Seem to be liking it. I've gotten 3 bites. Had that one fish that I dumped. Oh, I'm getting bit again. I forgot what I was talking about before I got bit. Oh, the lure that I'm using. So yeah, it's a Big Bite Baits battle bug. But when I reel it in, I'll show y'all. I took these 2 big appendages. They come with these 2 long appendages and make it like a brush hoggy style presentation. But I cut those off, kind of give it more of a craw presentation. Seems like it's been working okay. But yeah, so this little craw that I'm using today, again, it's that battle bug, but if you can kind of see that little flat bit, that's where those little appendages were. I just ripped off. Here's another fish. Let him eat it, let him eat it. Yep, that's a good one. That's a little bit better one. You bet. Number two on that craw, did it?
Short, stocky. Nice. Bite. Took my claw. So I guess I could show you, this is what a battle bug usually looks like, but what I'm doing is popping out those two and just makes a little crawdaddy. Oh, there's a bite. Max, you gotta get him to the bank like this. You gotta get him to the bank. Number 4. Been crushing this little battle bug today, man. Never had a ton of luck on it, but now that I shortened it up and just made it a craw, oh, I seem to be liking it. The hell? That's a new one for me. I've never seen half a skateboard just kind of chilling. Interesting. Fun stuff you find while bank fishing in neighborhood ponds in the middle of the city. Man, it is freaking tough right now. I don't know what happened. I got like 4 or 5 bites right off the bat. Apparently Max and Rebecca caught like 4. And then, I don't know, it's been pretty dead. I haven't seen anybody catch anything. I haven't caught anything. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna try and fish this one last spot where we pretty much started. And I'm probably gonna call it because I got some stuff I gotta get done tonight. And I'm sure my boss will probably text me and tell me that she needs me to work again, like she has for the past 6 days, even though I haven't been scheduled. All right, folks, that's it. Calling it. Been tough out here, folks. I thought it was gonna be a lot easier. Yesterday was so good. Today is so buns. But whatever, still got a few, and I'll get back with y'all back at my house. Got to explain what we were doing all day. Show y'all the lure we were catching all the fish on, you know, fun stuff like that.
Alright y'all, that's going to do it for today's video. If y'all stuck around to right now, you probably want to know what I caught the fish on and what I was doing and why I was doing what I was doing. So unfortunately, I don't have any more of those lures to show you, the battle bugs, but I'll leave them linked down in the description below in case you guys want to go check them out. Essentially, it's pretty much like a mix between like a brush hog style lure and a cross style lure. Really interesting profile. I was a big fan of it, but I never really had much luck on it up until today. Today was really the first day that I actually really caught a bunch of fish on it. And I really think what came down to it was just me pulling those 2 big appendages off the end. I really think that big long profile was kind of intimidating, especially for those pond bass. Usually you can get away with throwing brush hog style lures in ponds, but around here for some reason they just don't seem to work that well. The fish just seem to react better around here to like those smaller, more compact cross style presentations. I'm sure that's probably personal preference as well. I'm more of a craw guy than a brush hog guy. I don't really throw them all that much, but just in my personal experience I've had better luck on craws, so that's why I shortened it down to make it a craw presentation. And it seemed to work. I mean, it's a little bit bigger of a style craw than most of the other craws that I throw, but the fish still seem to like it. I was just taking it and just taking long casts down and kind of parallel to the bank in between, like right along the bank and probably 30 or so degrees out. I was just letting that thing go all the way down to the bottom and then just giving it little pulls, and then every once in a while I'd shake it a little bit or give it a little hop. It's a really easy way of fishing. If you all don't have a ton of confidence in throwing a crawl, I really suggest just going out there and just chucking it out and just dragging it. That's the easiest way to get bit. I know when I first started throwing a crawl, I was really intimidated by it because it seemed like you had to do a lot with your rod, but to be honest, you don't really need to impart a ton of action as long as those legs, or the claws I guess, are standing straight up and giving that defensive crawfish posture, which a lot of the time they do. That's really all you're looking for, is just like a crawfish profile. Like, it's really not all that difficult. And you just want to work it slow, just throw it out all the way down to the bottom and just drag it super slow. Also, to help with that crawfish presentation, I was throwing it on a shaky head. That's actually one of my favorite ways to throw a crawl, is on a shaky head. I know a lot of people throw them on Texas rigs, and I will too, but a lot of the times those fish are looking for like that defensive crawfish posture with like the two claws like up in the air, or I guess up in the water, and like all defensive and such. A lot of companies these days are now making crawl claws that like float, or like they're designed to be more buoyant or whatever, which give that presentation really well as well. But just the way that you rig it onto a shaky head and just the way you work a shaky head just really lets it sit straight up in the water pretty much all the time. So I figured you may as well use the extra little edge while you can, right? But yeah, I was just targeting anywhere with like some sort of structure on it. So rock, some points. I was doing anywhere with brush, anywhere with like a little bit of mud mixed in with a bunch of other stuff. I caught stuff around pipes, just really wherever. And depending on what kind of like bottom contours or structure or cover you have in your lake is going to depend on where you should fish or what you should use to fish. But that pond that we went to today didn't really have a ton of grass, so I figured that a bottom bait like a crawl would probably do super well. So that's what we did, and that's how it worked. But again, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you again so much for staying to the end. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to take up any more of your time, but check them and wreck them, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.